Okay, I am on my way to Susanville from Reading, and I've just been sitting here in this construction wait zone in 90-degree temperature for the last 30 or 45 minutes. And back behind me, about 10 miles, the forest was burnt out. I'm told that's a last year's fire. And yeah, it's something to see. Now, the fire didn't make it down this far, obviously. But I figured, you know, I've been through so many of these pilot car construction zones and haven't filmed any of it. I figured, what the heck, I'd turn it on. I'm about 28 or so miles from Susanville. And I have to say that after sitting out in the hot sun in this suit, I'm going to stop for a cold drink. But, you know, this is Highway 44. And when I left the hotel this morning, it was 95 degrees and I was absolutely melting. It went up to 95 by the time I got out of town. 98. And then as I started climbing up through the mountains on the way over here, it cooled down to 82. I think I was up around 6,000 feet at one point, which, you know, would account for the temperature drop. And it was pretty pleasant. This suit really works good, you know, provided you keep moving up to about 90. It's 91 now, and, you know, I can definitely feel the dampness on the inside. But the road doesn't look too bad. I'm wondering whether this is a paving operation that's going on, or if they're repairing something down here. You can't, it doesn't come through on the camera, but I can smell the soil from some of the work they're doing over on that side. There was a big giant cloud of dust that choked out the road, excuse me, for probably about an hour or so. Not an hour, what am I saying, 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm wondering if this is oil they're putting down on the road or some type of adhesive. It smells like oil. Wow, that is strong stuff. Okay, so I guess they drop the oil down, and then they drop out this aggregate, and I guess this thing kind of spreads it out, and then they roll the steamroller behind it. I guess this is the process. Normally the road is scratched up pretty good before they do it, but maybe they got a different system here that they use. Well, now I know why we were waiting. You know, when you're super hot and you start feeling cool, and you know you're still super hot, that's not a good sign. That's kind of what I'm experiencing right now. I could definitely feel my mouth getting a little dry. And hopefully, you know, 28 miles, should be another half hour or so to get into town and hopefully find a convenience store where I can get a drink. Now it looks like they're bringing us over to the left side of the road, right here. They're making progress on this road. The gauge says we're up to 95 degrees air temperature and 201 on water temperature, so I think we need to get some air going through this radiator. And they're all stacked up on this side waiting for their turn to go through. Back on to try to catch this burnt out forest. And it's surprising that it didn't burn to the road, but you can see all down in there that it's burnt out. This isn't nearly as burnt as it was back here in the 20 miles or so. It was extremely burnt out on both sides. You can look up here and see that it burnt out up on that hill, so this had to have been a separate fire. But it's just, something I don't think I'll ever get used to is these wildfires. And coming across these burnt out areas, obviously this is an older fire because there's some recovery going on, but it's a big deal.